will know the purpose of your visit to the Vice President?
Well, you must be aware that I and a number of my colleagues recently joined the party, and part of what we decided to do was to go around. We've seen the president and quite a number of the leaders, and we think it's also incumbent, if I were to see the vice president after the president, but we didn't have the opportunity until now. So it is purely a courtesy call. But of course, we seize the opportunity to interrogate some of the challenges we have in the nation. And, we are quite excited that from what the vice president said, he has a clear grasp of the challenges, and we are also persuaded that efforts are being put in place. It's a difficult, very difficult period in the history of our nation, and all hands must be on deck. Part of the reason why we decided to come into the party is also, rather than look at the issues from a negative angle, is to join forces with people who are in power to see how a number of things can be done in a much better way. The only way to tackle security challenges is to tackle poverty and to create employment. When a large section of the populace are gainfully employed, you will now be able to isolate people who are sabotaging and who have other sinister motives. But to the extent that we have not successfully been able to tackle unemployment is for us the main preoccupation of any administration. No, quite on the contrary. You must also understand that by my antecedent, I've been a progressive. That is why, for me, it's homecoming. We had an issue which we had to resolve, and I went into government and I did what I had to do. That job has been completed. Yes, I had the opportunity of leading the campaign of Atiku. And we've done what we have to do. I finished my own job when he emerged as a candidate and handed it over for other people. So it's not a question of dumping, nothing like that. It's a question of looking at the country the way it is today. This is not the time for a partisan fight. This is the time for everybody to come together, including even the man who you mentioned himself. He must make concrete suggestions, because it's only when we have a country that we can begin to talk of party A and party B. So the first challenge we have now is of all of us to join hands together to ensure that we have a country.
Thank you.